Hello, love. Welcome back. I'm here to do this tarot reading. It's been on my mind to do this a long time, but today is the first session for Media Monday. I'm hearing that we'll be doing readings on 3 different souls that departed. Okay. So let's see. We're going to start off with a zodiac sign. What is the zodiac sign of the person who wants to come through first? And my rule for spirits, my rule for all the loved ones in the spirits is that they come through one at a time. They got to get in line. Like, we got to do this one at a time. I'm not doing a whole ball of confusion, which is what it sounds like when it comes through any other way. Okay, so let's see. What zodiac sign is this loved one that's going to come through first? What zodiac sign are you? You are Scorpio. Okay. So Scorpio here wants to speak to their loved ones who are still in the flesh. And we're going to start you off with a talking to heaven oracle message. Talking to heaven oracle message from a Scorpio loved one in heaven. Okay. Somebody who's in the spirit realm. Somebody who had a physical life that you knew and who has transitioned already into the spirit realm with the zodiac sign of Scorpio as their sun sign. Their message is, as a soul, I can be in several places at once. I know that this is true. I've gotten this message so many times when I've received channel messages from passed on loved ones. That, they want me to tell that story about how I know a boy who he ended up committing suicide because he was being torn away from his children. He had multiple mothers of his children, and they were all upset because he wasn't with any of them. And so he committed suicide. And what he said to me was that it was the only way he could care for everyone. Because he had so many people pulling on him. He had family. He had his mama, his brothers, his sisters, and then there was his children and the baby mamas. And it was just like everybody needed him to be here and there and everywhere. And that boy ended up committing suicide. But when he passed, he came through to me and he said, this was the only way I could take care of everybody at once, was this way. And so, I'm not, well, whether it was by their own hand or what, but this person, this Scorpio energy wants you to know that they can be in several places at once. So show me from the lyrical evolutions a dedication to your loved one that's listening to you, please and thank you. What dedication do you have for them? Okay. Female goat. Okay. And I saw that this was dedicated to you. Like, this is about you. It's a song from Lakia. Okay, it says, and plus my number's going up. She a fan now, and if it's smoke, then it's up. You get fan down. Fuck it, no more pretty shit. I ain't playing round, bitch. I'm the goat. I'm the dog. I'm the man now. You're the man now. You're the goat, the greatest of all time. You could be a Scorpio. I just got that as well too. Okay, let's see what else. I want to find out more about you. So I have the Beloved Dead Oracle I'm going to be using as well. Show me who you are. Show me who you are. Let's narrow this down some more, okay? Who are you? Speak to your living loved ones through this reading and confirm for them that you are the Scorpio that I'm talking to and hearing from and channeling through. Pull the right card to tell them who you are. Give them confirmation. They need confirmation that you are the one speaking to them and they are the one being heard. Bohemian, okay? Bohemian, and then I heard Bohemian Rhapsody. Mama just killed a man. Okay, so did he kill somebody? Okay, Bohemian Rhapsody coming through. And then I hear mama. So if you're the mama, and then we have the snake at the bottom of the deck. So that's definitely going to be a confirmation for you. Okay. We're going to get some more confirmation for you from the sacred signs and symbols. This is meant to confirm for you that this indeed is your loved one that's channeling through. So let's see. What other confirmation can you give to the one who's watching that you want to speak to now? Give them the symbol, the sign that confirms for them, please and thank you. There's also something here about this lady smoking on this pipe. Okay. They're pointing my attention again to her card with the smoking on the pipe. So let me see what is the confirmation. Thank you. We have Nike sneakers. Nike sneakers is a symbol of confirmation for you that this is a message indeed from your loved one. Let me see what's at the bottom of this deck. The gavel. Okay, so was it a court case? A snake? Did they have a pet snake? Did they have a pet snake at home? They like to wear Nike sneakers. Okay, Nike sneakers. Yeah, always with Nike sneakers. Okay, a runner. Okay. I increased the feels deck today, and I added in a whole lot, over 100 cards. I think I added into this deck. How did they feel when they were alive? What can you show me about how they felt? What can you show me? So this is going to be their side. Okay, over here, as I lay the cards, this side will be their side, and this side will be your side. Okay, so what can you show me? Okay, thank you. I wanted to, but my spirit would not allow it. Can't do it, man. No, man. Okay. And it came out with, I would only cause you pain because I'm not ready, able, or aware to follow through. And that came out with shocked. Okay. Something about shocked. Okay. All right. What's at the bottom of the deck here? There are too many missing pieces of information in your story. I don't feel like I have the whole truth. I feel like this is you. Like you had the intuitive hits about some of the stuff that is I heard already come out in the reading. But you know that there's more information. So they're letting me know, like, you're already feeling shocked. Okay, you already shocked. Okay, let me see the energy here with you, one in spirit over here. The message about your physically still embodied loved one who's watching. Okay, what can you show? Hold on, there's a card flipped over. It's the turning in card. So you're a meditator. I'm hearing you're a meditator. You definitely do your meditation. So Scorpio energy here. What do you want to say to your loved one about yourself? Okay, about yourself, you want to say nothingness. I am no longer in my physical body. That's a confirmation. Okay. Also Taurus energy. Okay. Interesting because Scorpio and Taurus are opposites on the chart. Okay. Show me more about you for the one listening. What do you need them to know about you? Okay, and we have postponement, holding off, waiting for everything. Okay, all right. Show me about your loved one. What do you want to say towards your loved one about them? Stress. They know that they're acknowledging that they caused a lot of stress in your life by making you wait. I heard by making you wait, they're acknowledging that they caused you a lot of stress. What else do you want to say to your loved one? What else can you say to your loved one that's listening, please and thank you? Moment to moment, baby. Don't worry about nothing. Excuse me. Yeah, Bob Marley just came through. They singing Bob Marley, so they like Bob Marley. It makes sense with the bohemian energy for me. And then you're saying just live moment to moment, baby. And then I heard, don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is gonna be all right. We have the rebirth card. They will be reborn as a Leo. Wow. Or they have already, they want to, either they're going, I don't know. Somebody, I feel like, I don't know if they are already reborn, if the baby's already in the belly or what, but I feel like they're going to be reborn as a Leo. And then that camel is telling me something about Egypt. I feel like the Egypt energy from the past, okay, is done. Something about Egyptian energy from the past is over. And then they're going to be reborn as a Leo. So let me see more. I have the Walden known Tarot out as well. So we're going to start seeing what else they can show us. Please and thank you. Yeah, they have caused you a lot of stress, okay, in your life. They want you to be completely stress free now that they're gone. And I did get a where it lays is where it speaks. Okay, let me see. We have the Son of Wands and it's in reverse. And then there's a snake here. Remember, I told you there was something about a snake because we had the snake at the bottom of the deck. Okay. The Son of Wands in reverse. Oh, I heard this person was very abusive. They were very abusive. And it was because they were physically abused as a child. So they took a lot of that. This is one of their regrets. I hear this is one of their regrets is that they don't no longer regret anything while they're in spirit. You need to understand that. But the human consciousness, when it comes into awareness of what they really were and what they really did during their physical life, um, as it realigns, as it recalibrates to the divine mind, there was that moment, right? Okay. Okay, so there's something here about this person was physically abusive. They were physically abusive, and because they were physically abused, I heard that became their normal way of being. What else can you show me? Scorpio, what else can you show me for your loved one who's still here in a body? We have the moon. They kept a lot of secrets for you, but the problem was they were on a subconscious program. Like their programming, their personally, their mental programming was already attuned to abuse. Like they were very abusive because it was part. Not only was it in their DNA, but it was part. They were not woke. They were not very spiritually woke. Okay, they played bohemian. They played Rasta or something like that, but that bohemian energy is speaking to me now. But the thing was, they never dealt with their past. This is the biggest blockage that they had, was that they never faced the truths about their past. So that kept them in a repetitive pattern. Okay. What else do you want to say to your loved one who is watching? They never dealt with their past. They were very abusive, and they're apologetic. They are so sorry, uh, but they also understand things from a divine perspective now. So it's not like they're actually sorry, but they do offer you the apology that they feel like they owed you. Now, the Seven of Pentacles stayed in the deck, and they said this was because this is about you. When you found yourself, so they're giving you some tips. They're giving you some tips for a happier, more fulfilling, satisfying life. They're saying you should have walked away years ago from the mess that they brought to your life. You kept hanging on. You kept on trying to hang on. And they said you need to quit thinking you can change everybody. They said that's a big problem because you kept looking at them, waiting for them to change, and stressing yourself out. Yeah, you should have walked away from him a long time ago because their path was set. They set their path based off their own actions. They understand that. They need you to understand that moving forward. Okay, let me see what else. Anything else you want to say to your loved one? Okay, who's alive and watching this? We have the Six of Cups. Don't stay stuck in the past so much. They're showing me that you spend a lot of time in tears and in regrets. I hear wondering, what could I have done different to make things different? I thought that they would change if I loved them enough, if I understood them better. I'm hearing, and it's like, no, you should have walked away from this in the past, and they don't want you to stay stuck there. They're saying it's over, it's done, it's complete, but you can keep putting it, if you want to, on repeat. And they're highly recommending you that they don't want you to keep this narrative. They're using the word narrative on repeat in your life. They want you to release the past and let it go. And then I heard them ask the question, why do you keep holding on? Why do you keep holding on? And then a card, of course, comes out, because the Father of Pentacles. You keep holding on because you're so loyal, because you're a person of integrity, because you're so loyal, because you're so true, because you you were a real one. You were a real one. Like, you were never playing games. You were a person of integrity. Like you said, you were gonna always be there. I heard the long haul, always. And then you meant that. And then this person, they said my way or the highway. You was in it for the long haul, but the whole time it was their way or the highway. You should have been on the highway. They're here confirming, like, you should have been on the highway. Your value, I'm hearing, your value is too great for you to ever uh, put up with this type of experience from anyone. I heard much less me. In other words, when they said much less me, they gave me a box. They said, with all the dirt, with all the mistreatment, with all the lies, with all the disrespect, they definitely are here acknowledging that in their physical experience they came into your life so you could learn your value and walk away. They are here confirming that in their physical life they came in so you would let them go. They were there to hold you down, to pull you down into nothing. I hear they try to make you feel like you were nothing. The only thing that kept you going was this faith you have. But the problem with that was that you was having faith instead of about yourself and where you should be. You was trying to hold on to them and take them with you where you was meant to go. They're like, and that was never going to happen. And it was never going to happen. I'm hearing so much so that I had to leave. I had to leave. Because even though my human consciousness had no problem with messing with your life and getting in the middle of everything, every good thing, I heard every good thing that you were sent to do, my soul no longer wanted to be an interruption on your path. Okay. Wow. What else? Anything else? Okay. And these ones fell to the floor. Why? Because this is unknown information. Four of Wands. No way, really? I heard secretly married to somebody else. They secretly married somebody else. Five of Swords. Regretted it because Ten of Pentacles. That's why they can never make it official with you. Oh, shit. That's what you were waiting for? They just showed me clearly. Like, yeah, you were waiting. One of the things you were waiting for with this person was for them to actually make you their wife. This is a masculine energy that's coming through. This is a man. I heard 5'7" 5'7" tall. I don't know how many centimeters that translates into. I see a person with dark brown skin. I see somebody who wore a short haircut with a fade. I see a nose piercing on. It's not like I wear mine. It's like one side of one nostril. There's a little nose ring there. It's not like a stud. It's a little nose ring. So this guy actually wore a nose ring. Interesting. Interesting. And he wore it for many, many years. He's actually they're showing me like he's actually somebody who, oh, it's part of his bohemian vibes, because they're like, yeah, most people wouldn't think that I would want to wear at my age, or where I come from. Okay, but they're okay. Get off the nose ring. Can we go to the next thing? um and I heard this was a knife man. This person was a knife man. I just heard blue jeans, always wearing those blue jeans. You hated those blue jeans. You hated that specific pair of blue jeans, but they were my lucky jeans. I heard they were my lucky jeans. You knew I was going to wear them. You knew I was going to wear my lucky jeans every time we went out to the game. What game were you going to? A poker game. A poker game. Poke who game? Oh, the game was poking her. Oh, wow. Okay. Listen, the jokes, laughing. Now they're just laughing. I heard a sinister laugh. You always accuse them of having such a sinister laugh. I heard all you was hearing was their demon chiming in from within. Their demon chiming in from within. Oh boy, this person's got a sense of humor. I heard they're a comedian. Okay. No, not a literal comedian, but literally a comedian, but not the one on the stage, okay? But they was the at-home comedian. They was your comedian. They used to make you laugh all the time. Every time you get angry, they make you laugh. And this is what I heard: smack that ass, okay, or slap that ass. One of the two. I'm not sure. It was smack or slap, but it was that ass, okay. Because this person had a obsession with yours, and the Nike shoes all the time. I heard every week trying to get a new pair, see what else was coming out. It's like as soon as the new Nikes would come out, he was in line. He was one of those people that was like, I gotta go get mine. Okay. If they could been put on reserve, he would have put them on reserve, no problem. But they were never allowed to be put on reserve. You had to come first serve. That would get on your nerve. You only went with him once. I heard you only went with him once. I heard in I heard just like and oh God, they said just one look was all it took. Okay, so I don't know what that is. Just one look was all it took. Okay, just one look was all it took. I don't even think that's how the song goes, but they say just one look was how all it took. I guess so. He's saying that in the sense of when you first saw him, it was over. Like it was over. You saw him and it was over. Like something called in your soul. And I hear little did you know that what called in your soul was the many life lessons you would receive from this connection. Forever happiness, yeah and no. I hear you, yeah and no. Like you were a pretty happy go lucky person. Like you are a pretty happy person on your own. But he literally came into your life to show you where you could do better off on your own than getting held up in his mess and his drama. Wow, that was a lot. So one more final closing message for your loved one, and then we'll take the next uh spirit in line to speak to someone who's going to watch this video. So what is your closing message to the one who got this reading here today? The Four of Cups. Baby, I was a fucking dirty rat. Don't feel bad about nothing. About nothing. Okay? Wow, that's what I have for you. Okay, he said he was a dirty rat. He was a dirty rat. Okay. Oh, yeah, he was a dirty rat, and he was like a spy for the other side. He managed to keep you entangled for so long. He managed to keep you entangled for so very long, and that was his purpose in your life. But the reason why it was allowed by divine mind was so that you could overcome the BS, so that you could get beyond it, so that you could evolve past the need to entertain that at all. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for joining. We're going to go into I'm just going to reset these cards, and then we'll go into another energy. Okay. I did feel that I was going to do 3 loved ones, okay, for 3 different individuals who will watch this reading. So that was a Scorpio person, a Scorpio masculine energy that just came through. All right. Whew. All right. Now, thank you so much for being here. You're free to go. Next in line, please. Next in line for Medium Monday. Who are you? What's your zodiac sign? What's your sun sign, zodiac sign? So that your loved one can identify you. Thank you. You are a Leo sun sign. Okay. So this person is a Leo sun sign that's coming through now. All right. I just heard them say, yeah, I died twice. The first time, though, I came back. The second time, I actually left. So Leo, sun sign, died twice. The first time they left, no, the first time they came back. And then the second time was when they left. And I'm seeing that it wasn't very long in between. Okay. And there was a moment of awoken consciousness in order to say something to you. Okay. Before they left. All right. What is the most important thing you have to say from this deck for your loved one that's listening? Thank you. If I had only known then what I know now, I would have lived differently. And I get this from a lot of ones on the other side that want to come through. Okay. All right. I heard so many regrets about the use of my time. I could have done so much better. Okay, I could have done so much better. There was I just saw like they really wish they had paid more attention to their own children. Okay, and they're saying to my own children because they were so busy worrying about everybody else's children. Okay, and I'm picking up. This is. Are you male or female? Okay, thank you for confirming. You are a woman. She's a woman. It's a woman. Okay. Let me see. What song do you want to dedicate to your loved one out of this deck? Thank you. Ayaz, it's called Replay. Okay. I was scared to approach you, but then you came closer, hoping you would give me a chance. Who would have ever knew that we could ever be more than friends? So this is the energy I'm getting. It feels like it's a mother, honestly. It feels like it's a mother. And she was very hard on her own kids. I see that she was hard on you. Heard her say, "You're my daughter. I love you. And I really wish that I had given you more." She's giving me like athletic coach vibes. Interesting. Okay. Uh. Okay. She can't breathe right. Something about her, she couldn't breathe right. She was choking. She was coughing. Something with the lungs. Something like that happened to her. Okay. By the time she started wanting to approach you to improve the situation between the two of you, she said you had already moved on and started to really, you had a really good life. Like you made yourself a beautiful life. She knows that she had opportunity to play a more significant role in that. But when she started to think about it, it's like she had already solidified her position and her role in your life so much that she didn't want to come up in disturbing what you had to create for yourself, because she wasn't really a part of that. It's like you went on to have children and become the kind of mother you always wish you had type of vibes, is the way she's coming through with it. Okay. All right. So let's give your daughter a confirmation who's watching right now. What confirmation can you give her from this deck, please and thank you? Your daughter is watching this reading. And remember, there was something about a picture that she kept somewhere. And I heard she said that she knows that you would look at it and like, boy, I wish my mom would hold me like that now. But she didn't. She was not like that as you grew older. And the bottom of the deck is act of love, do nothing. That's exactly her vibe. She's like, I loved you, but I really didn't do shit about it. Like, I didn't hold you. I was not able. The word is capable. Thank you. The word is capable. I was not capable of giving to you the kind of love and affection that you deserved. And at the time, and it was like she was very much caught up in her career with somehow her career. Was she really a teacher? Because that's the vibe I'm getting. Like she was a teacher and she had all these other kids around her that were not hers, that she was dedicated to. And it's like the way she's showing me is making their career so that they could take so this is like somebody who's like a coach at a prestigious college, and then her players all get like they get drafted to professional teams and stuff like that. So she was very dedicated to that. She did that most of her life. By the time she stepped away from doing all that, you already had figured life out and you didn't need mommy no more. You were busy being a great mommy yourself. I heard she stepped in a little bit with the children, but it was very hard for her to be there for your children when she should have been there for you. Okay. All right. Let's listen. Let's pull these cards out because this is you seem to have a lot to say. Give your daughter another confirmation from the Sacred Signs and Symbols Oracle, please and thank you. What other confirmation can you give to your daughter? Yeah, she's always had her hair up in some sort of a bun or a French twist or something like that. The bottom of the deck is healing stones, balance and alignment. Okay. I feel like that's has something to do with you now. Okay. The cathedral, tradition and commitment, Catholic background, I heard. Okay. And the rose, charming, romantic proposal and apology. Wow. So you look so beautiful at your wedding. She's confirming that you're married or you were married at a Catholic church, and she was invited and she did show up. She didn't do as there's for her, like from where she's at now, she would have been a lot more involved. She would have been a lot more um active. She would have been more active with you. She was so obsessed, worried about other shit that doesn't even matter at all to her now. Yeah. Mhm. And feeling so much regret. At this point, she can see what her emotions really were. When she was in the living body, she just felt like it wasn't right. And it made her uncomfortable, and it would even irritate her. Like she would be irritated. She was irritated at your wedding. She had a face of irritation. You could see it. I don't need to tell you. You knew damn well she was irritated at your wedding. But she didn't know why she was irritated. She just knew she was irritated. Now, from the position she is in, she has awareness about the irritation she was feeling when you got married. And the irritation she was feeling you when you got married had everything to do with the fact that where she was with you and in your life was not where she really wanted to be. She was prioritizing the wrong thing the whole way through, is what I just get. Okay. From the Osho Zen Tarot, let's see what you want to say. And again, about yourself over here and about them over here. Okay. Make it nice and clear because we're doing good. Keep coming. Your daughter is hearing this message right now, because this message is timeless. So she might be live while I'm recording, but she might not. It doesn't matter. She's hearing this live right now when she's hearing it, and that's all that matters. So let's see, what do you want to say to your daughter now that you're in spirit and you understand everything clearly? Let me see. What's the messages for your daughter, please and thank you? Okay. Clinging to the past. You are clinging to the past. She's saying you are clinging to the past because early she just reaffirmed. So while I was shuffling and asking for the cards, she confirmed for me that she remembered that this side is about herself and this side is about you, the one watching. Okay. So there's some self-sabotage in your head about being good enough because of the fact that your mother, it's like, my own mother didn't love me. My own mother didn't value me. So you overcompensate. I heard you overcompensate with your children. So you have more than one child now. Okay. You overcompensate with your children and you still don't feel good enough. And you still don't feel good enough. This good enough energy, you really got to deal with that. She's like, you've got to come through this. You can't get stuck up in that. Okay. Because it's only there for you to overcome it. I heard understanding. Yeah, she really wants to share what she knows to help you escape this mental prison, because she's saying you've got yourself confined in some sort of a mental prison as a result of what you dealt with her. And here we go. So this is her towards you. This is you as a little kid. It's like she didn't give you the outsider energy. She didn't give you the love and affection. Her heart was locked before you ever came into this earth. Her heart was already locked. What's this one over here? The rebirth. Yeah, wow, so she's being reborn too. Okay. She wants you to know that yes, she'll be reborn. As a Leo? No, not as a Leo. Okay. The last one was going to be reborn as a Leo. Okay. Oh, thank you. As she come into divinity, interesting. So it's like, thank you for explaining. Yeah. Okay. When a human becomes a spirit, this is what she's explaining about the process she went through. When a human becomes a spirit, they get all of a sudden and it's like there's this review period of what they did in the human life and what the divine perspective of that is. And she realized like you were her second chance in life to open her heart, because she was locked out from her parents. And so then she had this beautiful daughter that wanted nothing but love and affection from her, always was bringing, I just see you bringing her this and bringing her that, and trying so hard to gain your mother's attention and affection. And you were her chance to free her own self from the prison of her own heart, because she was blocked out by the ones that was supposed to love her. So this is definitely generational shit. And the word stoic just keeps coming through. Stoic, stoic, stoic. Okay, show me these cards here. We have creativity. Oh, yeah. And I picked it up in reverse. This is the Empress energy. And it's like you don't feel like you're a good mom. And she wants to tell you, you are a way better mother than I ever was. And how good of a mom do you think you like? You had no examples of how to be a good mom. So she's like saying, even with no examples and no one to look up to, because you didn't get it from me and you show shit didn't get it from your grandma, you still became an amazing mother. Stop beating yourself up. Okay, because you self-sabotage yourself a lot. Yeah, Six of Swords. It's like you feel you're carrying the burden of generations. Okay, mothers that have not been there for their children, mothers that I heard have put their career or their husbands first. And the thing of it is, you put your children first, you really do, but you don't feel like you never feel good enough. And she's saying, we if I had any good sense, I would have thought about wanting my child to accomplish more and be better and greater than I ever was. I didn't even have the motherly sense to think like that, but you do. And you are indeed better than I ever was. And my granddaughter, oh, so you have a daughter too. My granddaughter, I heard, is the new climax, is the new climax for our family line. Okay. All right. Show me something here with this rebirth energy. Okay, she wants me to shuffle it 3 times on the table first, and then she will. I just heard rose. Is that a name? Is it, what is the rose? Okay, I just heard rose. And then I heard chain. And then I heard lock and the word guard. Okay. All right. And then I hear strain. I heard strain it out. Strain it out. Okay. And straighten it out. Straighten it out. Strain it out and straighten it out. So what she wants you to do, what she's recommending for you, is strain out all the pain. They're showing me a strainer in the kitchen that, you got some broth cooking with some meat and vegetables in it, but you need to separate the meat and vegetables from the broth to finish the sauce. And you know that I'm talking, because I hear this is what you're cooking. Just like you can separate those meat and vegetables to make the sauce out of the broth that it was cooked in, she wants you to separate all those instances and put them to the side for a minute. Because what she wants you to do is look at each of those and offer yourself the love that she should have gave you and that you would have gave your child if it was your child. Mother yourself. Where I didn't mother you, it's necessary for you to mother yourself. And she's saying, and while you're, just like when you're making that, I don't know what this meal is, please put it in the comments. I want to know what you're making so I can look up the recipe, because I don't know nothing where you got to boil it all together to get the seasoning into, then pull the meat and the veggies out, then you mix something else into the sauce. I don't know if it's cream or what, but it feels like you're putting in maybe some cornstarch or some flour, or a slurry maybe, or some heavy whipping cream, something like that. I see you putting something in it because it becomes a different consistency and a different color. It's not as clear. It's like if you put milk. No, I don't think it's milk, but you get what I just said. Anyways, and And so when you pull those items out and you do this work, it's like adding the extra ingredients to the sauce, which is what makes it everything. Okay, all right. Because you've got a lot of self sabotage going on, and it's related to her. All right. So the rebirth card, relieved, relieved. She is relieved. Finally, that she's not here stressing you out. Okay, she got a relief from the whole burdens and pains that she was carrying when she transitioned. um Let me see the clinging to the past energy here with the Five of Swords, where she's talking about you self-sabotage a lot because you have a opinions of the self that is not not so hot, and it's related to her. Okay, so let me see with the clinging to the past, what do you have? See, nothing spectacular. You don't feel special. You don't understand your own value. Yeah, you feel like you're not nothing special. Wow, I'm sorry that you feel that way. She says she's proud of you. Wow, the word proud came out. She is actually proud of you. You think you're nothing spectacular, but she's proud of you. And from the moment I saw you, my energy connected to you, love at first sight. She freaking loved you from first sight. That's why she carried that picture of you. But then life got real. And who she was such a big battle for her to fight. But that's why she it was like there was this part of her that was constantly trying to regenerate that love she felt when she first held you in her arms. That's why that picture was always there. And again, she's reconfirming for me that she knows that you would stand there and stare at that picture. She even showed me where at one point you yelled at her, like, why do you even fucking keep this picture of me here if you're not even gonna treat me good? If you treat me like shit, like I ain't even nothing. Okay, it's like that. That's the way I hear it. It was a bad argument. When this started, my heart was full of love, but with each disappointment and apology, another piece chipped off. Now I have no feelings left for us or you, exhausted. She knows that that's exactly what she did to you, that you are exhausted of her, that you've been exhausted of her. And so part of the self sabotage with you is that I heard you suffer from feelings of guilt because you were like, you didn't have a bunch of fucking tears when your mom died. You didn't have a bunch of, like, you felt like bad because you couldn't cry for her. You felt bad because you didn't even miss her. You felt bad for her because I heard you didn't even know till later because y'all have not really been cool for a long time. Let me see what else. Mortified. It really upset you. Yeah, it really upset you. And when she realized how full, because when she went to spirit, she could see how much you loved her as a child and how you kept coming to her, and even as a teenager and as a 20 thing and as a 30 thing, and you did it again in your 40s. When she realized all the times that you were so open to her and she shut you down because it was all shown to her, she was mortified by that. Wow. And she's giving me, like, if she was in a physical body, she would be crying because I can feel it in my heart. Like, it's a very and I heard because you're crying as well as why I feel the crying in my heart. Okay. Wow. Let me see this outsider energy, please, and thank you. What's the outsider energy? What's the outsider energy? Triumphant. She said, you overcame what I could not, which is these codependency and abandonment issues. Her codependency and abandonment issues made her attached to safe places, to people that she didn't love enough that if they fucking left, when those students all left to college, it wasn't going to break her heart. She wasn't going to miss them. But you leaving and starting your own life, that was always going to break her heart. That was always going to be, she always missed you. She didn't know how to connect to you because she never really had a connection like that. Remember, she actually an orphan. Wow. Okay, she was adopted. She was orphaned and she was adopted. Details. Okay, show me this Empress energy with the creativity here. Yeah, she's so proud of you. It's because they are thinking of you. Oh, wow. Okay. So I see that in the night, so you have a memory of your mother tucking you in at bed at night from when you were very young, And it's one of the only good memories you have of her. And she knows that. And she knows that every time you would tuck your children in, so you have at least one daughter, that's all I know. Thank you. But that she knows that you think of her. She knows that you think of her. And that's one of the reasons that you've done it. Okay. Show me more about the burden with the Six of Swords energy here. Why is the burden here? What do you want to say to your daughter about this burden energy? I get concerned when I see you around people, certain people, because I think that they have more to offer you than I do. Insecure. She's saying you're, oh, be very careful about your insecurities, because what's happening is you're you're training your daughter that you don't have any value. And that's how you got it, because I got it. She's saying you got that way because I was that way. And you're trying to train it into your daughter too. But meanwhile, overcompensating in ways that you shouldn't, not in the ways that matter the most, but in ways that you shouldn't. For I heard the dad that's not there. So you were married at one point, but why is the dad not there? Okay, we're not, she said we're not going to talk about that right now. That's enough. Okay, let me see what's at the bottom of the deck here, and then we'll get into your animal powerless. Yeah, powerless. Your mother harbored a huge feeling of powerlessness in her life. That's why she went so hard for her career. That was the only place that she felt that she could be successful. She felt powerless about family situations. She felt powerless about what she had to give you. She felt powerless about where she came from. She definitely felt powerless about her emotional state of being. So she channeled it all into this career as an athletic director, a coach, something like that, some sort of athletic something. I don't know what that is, but yeah. I see all the young people around though. All right, what else messages do you want to speak to your okay, the sun. There's that Leo energy again. She said, don't feel bad about who I am and what I did. She's taking this lady right here on this place. It is not your fault that you didn't love her like that when she passed, that you didn't feel connected to her in hearing that she had passed. I just saw a light flicker. I don't know if that showed on the camera, but, and then I just heard a noise off of my television, which is off and has been off for the last 2 or 3 days. I don't know, but that's a confirmation for you. I know that that was not audible through the microphone. It was very subtle, and the flicker was oh so quick. This light does not normally flicker. Okay. But she's here acknowledging that it is her fault. Don't carry any guilt behind the estrangement between you and her when she passed. What else? The Wheel of Fortune. It's the end of the cycle. Let it go to the grave with me. Bury it if you have to. Write it down and bury it. She's saying, do whatever you have to bury it, just to, like my body was buried. So she was not cremated. She had an actual burial. What else? The Ace of Wands. Wow. She is so proud of you. Again, on the word triumphant, you had the word proud come out. She's so proud of you. I'm hearing you're bringing new life into our family line. The way you are treating your daughter and loving your children is the way it's supposed to be. Except for that places where you try to overcompensate. It's like the girl needs to do her own laundry. The girl needs to learn how to cook. It's like you baby your children so much because you wanted the babying and you didn't get any of the nurturing, the babying, the physical care, the provisions. You are, your mother is here telling me you were often left alone after school because you weren't on the team. And your mom spent so many days at the school, nights at the school, weekends away for games, all the shit that she did with all the team shit she was involved in. Instead of involved with you, you're the opposite. You're up your children's ass. You are such a helicopter mom. She's like, don't overcompensate. You're only going to enable them, and then it will flip to the other extreme. She's like, you want to teach your children a balance between the independence that you had too fucking much of and the interdependency, which is what you're looking for, as opposed to the codependency, which you're risking building right now. Okay. She's so proud of you again. You got the power. Wow. She's the dark spot. She's saying behind your power, your enlightenment, your awareness. It's like part of the reason you're a great mom is because you had a real shitty mom. Okay. She's acknowledging that again. She's acknowledging that again. Wow. I had to pick up the card from the table that I left. And again, it's that strength card. Leo energy. They said put it out there because she's confirming, yeah, your mom was a Leo. Okay. What else, please and thank you? The Chariot. Zodiac sign Cancer. Who's the zodiac sign Cancer? It's the baby. It's the baby. The baby carries the babies carry a large amount of my energy. What you're doing with your baby will heal everything between me and you and the generations to come. You and your grandchildren too. Okay. Yeah, so this is why you're overcompensating, because you're trying to make sure you cover all your bases, but she doesn't want you to do it so much to where you build children that don't know how to fucking function in this world. Like, she needs you to understand, like, it's okay to do everything for them, but they also need to know how to do everything for themselves. If you don't want your children to die and not know how to take care of their physical life, because you've been taken care of, or you don't want to die and then your children don't know what to do when you're gone because you did too much for them. Just like she died and you still are having a hard time of knowing how to love yourself because your mother was supposed to teach you how to love yourself, but you figuring it out how to love other people. This is why she's so proud of you. And in that, you're trying to figure out how to love yourself. Ace of Pentacles coming out with what? The Son of Cups. Yeah, Spirit is using the people that you love to teach you how to love yourself and to recognize your value. Like, your children are so awesome. I heard you can go on and on about how great your children are. We're going to need you to do some of that for yourself because you are amazing. And you are good enough. You always feel like you didn't do enough. And I hear your daughter even trying to tell you, Mom, it's okay. Chill out. Okay. And it's like, no, you don't feel like you've ever done enough. It's enough. It is enough. You are enough. Bottom of the deck is the Daughter of Pentacles. Okay. She's here telling me that you were such a sweet, and I'm getting the word innocent, innocent, innocent when you were young. She had such a hard time because she did when you were this little and you were a little baby in her arms, it was easy. She wasn't afraid of you being taken away, leaving her, anything. She wasn't thinking about that. But by the time you began to walk, I heard by the time, because they're saying this, she said to me, yeah, like a deer that just learned how to walk. By the time you began to walk, she started to have all these irrational fears that one day you were going to leave her. And you know what it was? You were walking. She said, one of these days, my daughter's going to grow up and walk away and leave me and go start her own family and be happy without me. And then what will I do? Well, she was absolutely right. Like, she is saying, I was so good at speaking my reality into existence. That's exactly what you did. You grew up, you walked the fuck away from me, and you went and made your own happy family. And you do have a happy family. She was like, but if I had any sense, I would have included myself, and the walking away would have always included you coming back and us always been in communication, even if you were far away from me. Like now, I, I send you signs, the butterflies, the birds, the chains. What is this with the chains? Okay. Something about the chains. I don't know what that is. But she's saying, I send you signs. I send you signs. It's almost like chimes. When I asked, what is it with the chains? I saw a bunch of chains hanging down, and something moves them and they make noise. I don't know what that is. I'm done. All right. One final message you have for your daughter, please, and then we'll move on to the third spirit that wants to come through. This is your final chance to speak through her to her today. Okay, and it's the three little birds sat on my window, and they told me I don't need to worry. Okay. Also, every little thing is gonna be all right. So, do you have two children now and you're pregnant with a third? Okay. All of your children have a piece of your grandmother, of their grandmother in them, of your mother with them. By the way you love them, you are healing your mother and freeing her from the chains. Okay. And then they're giving me that song, The Chain, from Fleetwood Mac. Thank you. Okay. The bottom of the deck here is the Four of Pentacles. This is all about your heart, my love. So I want to thank you. Thank you to your mother. Thank you, Mom, for coming through and speaking to your daughter, allowing me to channel these messages on your behalf. So grateful. You know what? I love that we actually did this today because it has been on my mind many days, but this is the first time we actually have done the Medium Mondays, and I'm so grateful. It's such a beautiful opportunity. So thank you so much. Let's see. We have one more energy that we're going to speak through, bring through from channeled messages for somebody who is still living in the flesh. I don't know when you're going to get your messages, but you're going to get them because it's meant to be. So, yeah, you can go ahead and claim it in the comments when you're ready. If you're ready, if you don't, that's fine. Give it a like, give it a dislike, give it a whatever you want to, a shout out, a donation if you want to. That's great. We could use them and we know exactly what to do with them. Wow. That's wild. Okay. Oh, wow. What? Your mama, she is something else. Because she was like, yeah, part of the reason why I didn't have none of that is because I was raised by a nanny. She never saw her mother. And the nanny was just a nanny. Like, she was about her business. She was not about loving on the baby. She was there about doing what the fuck a nanny does in that. And she was not the lovingest nanny. Okay. So she was raised by a nanny. All right. You may exit the reading now. Thank you so much for being here and cutting me off. Okay. All right. Now for our final guest from the spirit realm today. Show me what your sun zodiac sign was in your physical life in order for your loved one who's present watching this to identify you, please and thank you. What is your sun zodiac sign during the physical life that you had here on earth? Thank you. Okay. In your sun sign, the world. Okay. Oh, Ophiuchus. So they're giving me why? Why? Oh, okay. Thank you. So interesting. If you were hoping that it was going to be your loved one come through, congratulations. This is everybody else's loved one who was really hoping for a message. So this is going to be really broad scope, super general. I don't know how many specific details will come through because what they just showed me is there's too many people that really were hoping for the last one to be theirs. And so they are going to speak more collectively to all of you. Okay. And wow. So I actually looked at the bottom of the deck, and this is a confirmation that they're going to channel the message through me as I am Taurus sun sign. Okay. Thank you. And the Hierophant represents Taurus. Whoo-wee. All right. This is going to be good. I can tell already. All right. So for all the rest of us, for this Miss Medium Monday, Mystic Medium Monday. Is that what you want me to call it? Okay. Reading from our loved ones in spirit. There's a general message for the rest of us. Okay. What is the most important message you have here for us? Thank you. I am learning over here. I heard I am learning a lot through you and the experiences you are having. As we are connected as souls, you are the book that I read for more education. See the book below, and the page is open, and the energy flow all the way up to the heavens. You are the source of information for the spirit realm, is what they're saying. Okay. Interesting. Wow, that is so interesting. Okay, let's get a lyrical evolution song dedication then. Let's get that next for everyone else who's watching this reading and was really hoping for a message from their loved ones in spirit. So they want us to know that they are learning so much because of watching what we do, how we interact, how we expand, how we grow. As we expand and we grow, so do, I heard the cosmos. They said, so do the cosmos and everything in it. Okay. The song dedication for us is One Night Only from Dina Jones and Jennifer Hudson. There is the number 1 on it. And then when I see the number 1, I'm saying as above, so below. I'm saying personal power and authority. Okay. And magician energy. Make it happen, I heard. It says, you want all my love and my devotion. You want my love and soul right on the line. I have no doubt that I could love you forever. The only trouble is you really don't have the time. One night only. Interesting. Okay, so loved ones and spirit coming through with this song. But when I was reading the lyrics, it's like the love is forever. You're the busy one that doesn't always have time to tap into it, be aware of it, notice it. Okay, but there's a circle on this card, and they're saying surrounding you all the time. And they're showing me, wow, they're just showing me a circle of ancestors, angels. Okay, they're all presenting as angels. All your loved ones, everyone you've ever known who passed into spirit goes back into their angel body, is what they're telling me. Okay, you don't really have the time because you're still living a human life. You will be reunited with them when you go back into spirit, when it's your turn. Until then, they're learning so much from you in the way you live your life, in the way you experience it. They learn so much from you, and they always have their love and soul connected to you. They're always devoted to you, okay? They have no doubt they will love you forever, okay? Give me a confirmation for the ones watching. What is a confirming message? Thank you. The Bohemian card came out again. Interesting. Bohemian card. I heard Rasta. Okay, somebody here is all 420. And we have privilege at the bottom of the deck. Oh, wow. So I'm getting mother and father energy, just saying like, so privileged to have been your parents. Okay, is the way it's coming through. So privileged to have been your parents. So thank you. But it's more than parents. It's like so privileged to have been your ancestral genetic line. So privileged to have been your predecessors. So privileged to have come before you. So privileged to have contributed to your energy. Thank you. What other confirmation do we have here? Because they both have, didn't I tell you just now, like they all have wings? They all have angel wings? Yeah, they have angel wings. Okay. The next confirmation message coming out, we have the chameleon, camouflage, incognito, adaptation. They are confirming that, yeah, they can come in any life form. It's like they could see you through the eyes of all life forms. And like a chameleon can change its color, it's like spirit is spirit. And all of your loved ones are now spirit. They can be right next to you and you don't even know, right? Because they're everywhere all the time, all at once. They always are. Bottom of the deck, the clouds, fog, haze, confusion. We want to clear up the confusion that you have of thinking that we are not next to you. We want you all to grasp and understand that we are constantly with you. We are everywhere all at once. Like it came out when this other energy came through in the other reading. Okay. The first one. The first one we talked about, they, in order to be there for everyone that they wanted to and accomplish everything they wanted to, they had to let go of the physical body. That the physical body was a restricting factor that didn't allow them to accomplish everything that they meant to. It was easier to accomplish without the physical body, and that's the energy. It's like, yeah, we can do everything all at once, everywhere, all the time, when we are in spirit. You need to understand it. They want to clear it out because they're saying you got all these fake ideas about being gone or doing God's work or something. Don't you understand that you are God's work? Like, don't you understand that you are all that is? Okay, we're all connected all the time, all at once. Okay. All right. What do you want to tell everyone else who's watching this? From our loved ones in the spirit realm, Medium Monday, come through, come through. What else do you want to say? The same rules apply. Thank you. Saying it out loud. Guidance. This is Three of Pentacles energy. They're acknowledging here that you are very good, always been so good at following the spiritual guidance. Okay, that they call to your heart and you respond. Let me see what else. What else do you want to say? What else cards, messages did you have for the ones watching here who are feeling connected? I just got the letter J, M, A, S, T. Okay, listen. They could have any of the fucking letters of the alphabet. There's only 26 letters in the alphabet. Can we not waste time on that? Thank you. Transformation energy here. Okay, the death card. Yeah, they have been fully transformed. Whatever you thought that they were during human life, that was what their human life was. They are so much more than that now, yet they are still that inside of all that they are. That is a piece. It's like they're showing it to me like when you have a memory of some stupid shit you did when you was a kid, but now you all grown up. It's like that. Okay. What else can you show me? Compromise. They love the way you work together. Okay. And I see a duplication, a multiplication. It's like as you follow spirit, it's like you attract others that are following spirit to work with you, and they are highly connected to. Okay, you are able to work together. I hear this is a prediction of some stuff that's coming through for you. If there are three, there will be six soon, whatever that means. Where there are three, there will be six, whatever that means. Show me more. What else can you show me for the ones watching, listening for their messages? Awareness. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This is Chariot energy. So they came into your life for you to become aware, burn away the facade, the veil, the illusions of what you were, and find the Buddha within, is what I'm getting. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Projections. 7 of Cups energy. Projections and illusions to help you break through the veil of the projections and the illusions that you had. I heard adopted. They gave me the word specifically adopted. Okay. And the second reading, there was somebody who was adopted. So show me transformation. Thank you. The flavors are melting on my tongue. Okay. It's like savor gone from spirit where they could taste, touch, and feel everything. Okay. I am and will continue to do everything in my power to raise my vibration and be the best version of me daily. Okay. That's the sweet spot in life. They're saying, if that's what you're doing, that's a sweet spot in life. If that's not what you're doing, that's what you want to be doing. I heard that's where the party's at. Okay. Because then I heard, hey, where the party at? Girls is on the way where the Bacardi at. Okay. So that song right there. All right. What else? Romantic. Okay. Whoa. Romantic coming up. Okay. Coming up with Rapture, interesting. R&R. Okay, a little R&R recommended. And Zeal. Woo! What else? Frustrated. Don't get frustrated because you're about to be caught up in the rapture of love. Okay, life is changing for you. They had the opportunity to really savor their life. All these loved ones want us to know that there were so many more ways that they could have savored life while they had it. They could have enjoyed the romance. They could have enjoyed the rapture. They could have enjoyed the zeal. When I said zeal, they just showed me a baby's laugh. Oh my God, it's so fucking infectious. It's so freaking cute when a baby laughs. Instead, they spend so much time being frustrated. They want you to be aware that if they knew then what they knew now, what they now know, they would have spent a lot more time enjoying the flavors of life instead of being frustrated all the time. Okay. Yeah, I see things differently now. I get it. And that stayed in my hand. And they're trying to make sure that you get it. They want you to open up your awareness. How is this a delight? Where's the beauty in this? If they just said if everything is like a diamond and has its multiple facets, and you're saying that this is frustrating me, then you're not in agreement with your own soul. And there are other facets of that diamond that speak zeal, rapture, and romance. Your job is to find them. They're saying that's what I would do if I still had a body and knew what I know now, but I don't. So I'm trying to give you a clue you in. Okay. What else? Show me the guidance card. Thank you. I am not willing to wait and wonder if you will ever show up in this relationship in the way I am worthy and deserving of. Exhausted. There are situations where you have been guided. All of us have been guided to leave different ones alone that were not showing up for us the way we deserved. And they want me to pull this one off the top. The feelings are stronger than any I've known. It's uncomfortable because my heart has grown. Yeah. So they're showing me where you have been guided out of situations that were there to cause break. They were literally there to cause a heartbreak so that your heart would expand and grow. Without the breaking, there is no growing. So it needed to break so that it can grow. They want you to keep moving forward. Show me this compromise card, 6 of Pentacles, please and thank you. They said where there was 3, there will be 6. And then they just showed me my own divine thruple. Okay. So you can take that, read between lines, leave it, whatever you feel. Let me see why the compromise is here. And we have sorrow. We have stimulated. We have enthralled. And we have astounded. I love that because that's exactly the energy I was getting at the bottom of the deck. We have envy. Watch out for being envious of what other people have. I heard other people have actually a lot of envy for you. However, your sorrow is stimulating all the pain, all that heartbreak that caused your soul and your heart to grow is stimulating for you something that's going to leave you enthralled and astounded. This is amazing. Your heart has broken so much that your capacity for love is so huge. If you could continue to choose love, you got some things that are going to have you feeling enthralled and astounded, and they're stimulated by the sorrow that has been. So let's see, what else do you have for us? Please and thank you for all of us who are present for this reading. The Father of Wands, King of Wands energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. I heard strike while the iron is hot. Okay. Watch your anger. Watch your anger, because your anger is an indicator. Wow. The Father of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. So this is the main message. Watch out for being angry. Anytime you find yourself angry, there's something that you need to understand. Use it. Find the understanding. Why am I really angry? What is it that I'm really angry about? These are some example questions. You can do some introspection work, self-search, soul search about this. Okay. What am I really angry about? What is the root of this anger? What is stimulating this anger? If I'm angry about this, how does my soul really feel about this, and why? Because when you feel angry, they are here confirming that you are out of touch with where your soul is at on whatever it is that you're focused on at that time. All right, show me some more. Show me some more. What else do you have for us? All of us who are listening. Thank you. We'll have the 4 of Wands and the 7 of Swords. Oh, thank you. They say you don't even know that you're about to come into some seriously privileged positions. If you've been doing this work, if you've already done this, what I've just talked about, if you've been living this way already, or if you're beginning to live this way, if you're ignoring the messages and you're not living this way, if you're not checking yourself when you have emotions, it's not going to apply to you. But for all of you who are checking yourself when you have emotions and you've been following a divine plan, you're about to come into some major privileges in this physical earth, in this 3D reality. They're reaffirming that it's going to be very 3D, and it's all stuff that you materialized. You are materializing it. You have to. So thank you. They showed me a wish. You have a wish. everything that is a blockage between you and the attainment of that wish, taste, touch, feel, value in your hand, in your face, in your bed, in your bank account, wherever. In the lanes, I heard in the lanes for somebody. This is all about a fucking car. You got to be kidding me. Yes. Okay. Anyways, they're saying anything that is a blockage in your consciousness, in your belief system, in your behaviors, in what you're entertaining, is got to be dealt with in order for the attainment. So the more you do this work of why am I really fucking pissed off? What is the root of this? What does my soul feel about this? If I feel angry about this, that means my soul don't agree with me. What is the perspective of my soul in regards to this? The more you do that, you're going to be mind fucking blown about all the magical things that I'm getting the word elation that will elate you, which is an extreme level of happiness. This is what I have for you. Yeah, one more card for guidance, please. One more card for guidance moving forward. And we're going to just go ahead and this will be our final message. We're going to close this out. Wow. Okay, so no, they said not one more card. We're going to give you two more cards. Face down, we have the Seven of Pentacles. All right, and they're showing me the elevation that happens here. As you walk away from something, it lightens your load and you are elevated. It's stair steps, okay? 10 of Wands and the Son of Pentacles. This is about the end of struggles. This is about you could be still focused on the struggles of the past. And if that's the case, you need to lighten that load. Lighten that load. Drop that off one by one. Take each one of those things that was so weighty and so heavy and drop it off so you can move forward. So this is what I have for us. Let's check the bottom of the deck before we get out of here. The Chariot. Didn't I tell you for somebody this was all about a car? When I said this was all about a car, they're now saying what it was when we say all about a car. This is about you moving as fast as possible to get to the best part of your life, but you couldn't fast forward it. You had to take your time to overcome the obstacles and challenges. They said if you would have fast forward, they're showing me that movie Click with Adam Sandler, where he fast forward all the mundane shit, all the work shit. And by the end of his life, he had fast forwarded through his whole fucking life. The other part of that that's not in the movie that Spirit is showing me is that if you would have fast forward, you would have tripped so many fucking times, baby. Okay, because human legs only move so fast. You needed to take your time so you could step over each one of these obstacles and challenges. And that is how Spirit is going to guide us. And that's how our angels and our ancestors and guides guide us. And this is what our loved ones who are in spirit, dearly departed, wants us to know today. This is what I have to say. Until next time. Send in your soulmate. Use all the buttons. Yes, you can donate and get a personal reading if you want. Send in your soulmate. Look below the video in the description box. So much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks. And I'm out.